The Merovingian is one of the oldest and most powerful programs in the Matrix, one that has survived the previous anomalies and that could pose a bigger threat than Agent Smith in Matrix 4. But why? What are the Frenchman's plans? What is his goal? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Before we begin today's video, we would like to announce our next giveaway in celebration of our new channel, Mandalorian Universe. We'll be giving away an official black Darth Vader Force FX lightsaber along with replicas of Neo and Agent Smith's sunglasses. For your chance to win, please be subscribed to both Matrix Explained and Mandalorian Universe. Leave a like on this video and leave in the comments who do you think would win in a fight between Darth Vader and Neo and why. The winner will be announced on November 30th. Good luck and enjoy today's video. We first hear about the Merovingian thanks to the Oracle. She sets Neo on his path to the source, the machine mainframe, where the purpose of the One meets its end. But to get there, he needs the program named the Keymaker, who is being held by the Merovingian.
You can save Zion if you reach the source, but to do that you will need the Keymaker.
The Keymaker?
Yes, he disappeared some time ago. We did not know what happened to him until now. He's being held prisoner by a very dangerous program. One of the oldest of us. He is called the Merovingian.
For the Oracle, the Merovingian's goal is clear: to amass as much power as possible.
What does he want?
What do all men with power want? More power.
Interestingly enough, the Oracle refers to the Merovingian as a man with power with a desire for more power, a program driven by human emotions such as greed and gluttony. The Merovingian may have been corrupted by humanity. He wouldn't be the only program influenced by human behavior. Look at Agent Smith, for example. The Frenchman is one of the oldest programs in the Matrix. It is believed that his origins date back to the Paradise Matrix, as it was he who helped Seraph become an exile. As we've mentioned many times before, it is unknown how many versions of the Matrix have existed. We only know of the 6 versions after the integration of choice and the manifestation of the anomaly, and the 2 before the integration, Paradise and Nightmare. There could have been hundreds or maybe thousands of pre-Paradise simulations. Any one of those could be where the Merovingian was from. The Frenchman can modify the Matrix code outside of its rules and parameters. This is how he helps other programs to escape the Matrix and become exiles. He can modify an outdated program's compatibility so that it can survive in the updated version of the Matrix. Now, the Merovingian's power over the Matrix has its limits. He isn't the architect after all, though he has other means of accomplishing what he wants. For example, in exchange for Sati's safe passage to the Matrix, her father Rama made a deal with the Frenchman. He offered him the termination code of the Oracle's outer shell as payment. The Merovingian intended to destroy the Oracle, but as we've discussed in another video, the Oracle runs directly from the source. So even though her body was destroyed, she simply got a new one. So the Merovingian wants to destroy the Oracle. But why? You could think that it was for revenge, since it was the Oracle that sent Neo to steal the Keymaker from him. But you'd be wrong. The Merovingian was threatening the Oracle long before the Keymaker was stolen. When Neo and the others arrived at the restaurant, Ramakantra was being escorted by a henchman, revealing that the deal for Sati's escape and the Oracle's termination code was probably already made. There are many reasons why the Merovingian wishes to destroy the Oracle. The first is that they are both of opposite philosophies. The Oracle talks about choice, how everyone can choose their path.
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it.
The Merovingian, on the other hand, believes that choice is an illusion created by those in power, that there is only cause and effect.
Everything begins with choice.
No, wrong. Choice is an illusion created between those with power and those without. There is only one constant, one universal. It is the only real truth. Causality. Action, reaction, cause and effect.
The Merovingian is the Oracle's opposite, or negative. But is this reason enough for him to want to delete her? Is there a more personal reason for his hatred towards the fortune teller? In The Matrix Reloaded, the kid mentions that the Merovingian is an operating system. There's no reason a sun-controlling program should look like a little girl, or an operating system seem to be a Sybaritic French gangster. This has led many to theorize that the Merovingian could be the Oracle's predecessor. They are both traffickers of information, using suites to modify the code of other people. The Merovingian knows about the past and the present, but the Oracle knows about the future. She could have been a better program, designed to replace the Merovingian, which would explain why he hates her and why he wants her eyes. Now you might be thinking that this doesn't make sense. The Oracle is an intuitive program created to understand the human psyche. True, but that doesn't eliminate the possibility that she replaced the Merovingian. Maybe when she introduced the concept of choice into the simulation, the architect gave her the purpose of the Merovingian. So without a purpose, the Frenchman was supposed to return to the source for elimination.
Usually a program chooses exile when it faces deletion.
And why would a program be deleted?
Maybe it breaks down. Maybe a better program is created to replace it. Happens all the time. And when it does, a program can either choose to hide here or return to the source.
The Merovingian hates the concept of choice because it was choice that resulted in him being replaced. Now what about his ultimate goal? The Merovingian could be tired of the existence of the simulation. Maybe he wants to free the humans, which would make him the true leader of the resistance. Now the red pills are the resistance, but what if the revolution against the Matrix comes from programs that do not agree with how humans are being used? What if there are programs that do not want to continue the war and are fighting to help destroy the Matrix? After all, the Frenchman could have been corrupted or influenced by humans and developed empathy for them, thus becoming an enemy of the Oracle and the Architect who fight to maintain the simulation. Maybe the Merovingian did try to warn Neo about following the orders of the fortune teller.
Run back and give the fortune teller this message. Her time is almost up.
However, the Merovingian's goals may not be benevolent. He may have the desire to become the new architect of the Matrix, to obtain complete control of the simulation and the machines. The program's desire for power may drive him to become the biggest threat of the Matrix. But do you agree? Was the Merovingian replaced by the Oracle? Is he a secret ally of the human resistance? Or is he a foe more dangerous than Agent Smith? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.